like before it started.
Yeah, just welcome to the first episode of Being Perspective. This is 45. You know, got my nigga Chris up in here. And
Yes, sir.
And, you know, man, how you feeling today, my brother?
You already know what it is. Another day, another dollar.
Yes, sir. You know, all right, so let's pull some stuff up, man. Let's see what we're gonna chop it up about today.
In a quarter mile, take the exit.
Say a quarter mile. She'll see it.
All right, I'll put myself on mute. I'll pull this joint up real quick.
Take the exit, then turn left. Turn left, then your destination will be on the left.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You able to see it?
Yeah, I see that shooting. I was watching that shit earlier.
All right, hold on, let me just play this video real quick.
They got all 5 people now?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my joint on mute so I can play this video.
Yeah, you could.
Fair use.
Right now at 5, 3 people have been arrested in the murder of a local rapper, and police are still searching for 2 more suspects. Charles Jones, also known as Foolio, was murdered in Tampa last month while celebrating his birthday.
News for Jax reporter Janice Harris is joining us live in the studio with these new details. So, Janice, how did these shooters know where Jones was located?
Well, according to the Tampa Bay Police and the chief of police there, they followed his steps and probably followed him on social media as well as he was celebrating his birthday in that city. Tampa police said 5 people in total plotted and planned to kill Charles Jones following every step he made while celebrating his birthday and posting on social media. Tonight, 3 of those people are in the Duval County Jail, and police are still searching for 2 more. As Charles Jones, known as Foolio in the music industry, was celebrating his birthday, he was being followed by 5 people. Tampa Police Chief Lee Burklaw explained.
A little more than a month ago, a group of individuals with the goal of premeditated murder traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa to commit a heinous crime in our city.
This is surveillance video of multiple gunmen ambushing and shooting Jones.
They are shooting at Charles now, and you can see that he's the passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee. And again, they're still shooting at him. He's the right front passenger in that vehicle.
Using 3 weapons, Jones died shortly after the shooting. Tampa homicide detectives and JSO worked together to find the shooters. Investigators say the 5 took extreme measures to cover up their crimes, but failed. 21-year-old Elisa Andrews, 21-year-old Isaiah Chance, 18-year-old Sean Gaithright, 30-year-old Rashad Murphy, and 27-year-old Davion Murphy are all accused of playing a role in Jones's death. And they're all facing 1 count of murder in the first degree and 1 count of conspiracy.
Surveillance video was critical in this investigation, as suspects were seen on video following Jones from location to location. This shows the lengths that these individuals were willing to go through and achieve that this murder would occur.
4:15 a.m., Jones is headed to a hotel on McKinley Road in Tampa. 1 suspect's vehicle follows Jones to the hotel, but stayed parked across the street.
At 4:38, 3 shooters exit a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2 rifles.
3 others were hurt. Jones and others in the car attempt to flee from the gunfire as the shots continue. Police say the gunmen were Gaithright and the two Murphy men. The three arrested are affiliated with two rival groups of Jones. Police say they worked together to carry out the murder. Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters has a message for those that choose to glorify violence.
Florida, Tampa, JSO, Jacksonville, Miami, wherever you are, will not tolerate foolishness, will not tolerate shootings and needless violence. We not make excuses for poor decisions.
Chief Burkhaw says the investigation is not over, as police and the U.S. Marshals are still looking for the two Murphy men. State Attorney Susie Lopez works in Hillsborough County, and her office will prosecute this case. Lopez acknowledged that this violence, it is disruptive and has gone on between at least two groups for years. But she said the fight stops here. Coming up at 6, we will hear more from the state attorney for the 13th Judicial Circuit and why this investigation, they say, is not over.
That's crazy, bro. That's dope.
You know, it's just a constant cycle of BS, man. Like, you know, when, like, why don't these dudes take these opportunities and use it to make their life better? You know, it's like, come on, man. You know,
It's kind of hard. Even that was his whole stick. You know what I'm saying? Shoot 'em up, bang bang, murder, talking about your dead ops.
yeah, I don't.
Gotta watch the energy you put out there.
Yeah, I don't see what's the point. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, your mom out there grieving. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got a daughter, got some kids or whatever, but you know, the money stops. You know,
Yeah.
money stops, and now these kids gonna ride out. Shit, I hope they got paid enough for that.
I don't think so.
Really. See your boy
I
jumping
don't
out
think it's
there.
enough money.
What's his name? Young and Ace. He jumping out there making videos. Now these dudes in jail right after. So it's like,
Right.
man, listen.
Self-incriminating.
Yeah. They don't surprise me though, because I knew eventually they was gonna get caught. With all this technology out here, man, people, come on, man. Come on. You know,
Too many cameras, bro.
they got the cell phone thing where they could ping your cell phone to see where you was at in that area at that time. Yeah. Trying to be catching a lot of them.
That's crazy.
So if you went from Jacksonville to Tampa or whatever, they got technology where they can go back on your cell logs and find out where exactly was you at that time. They don't gotta ask. You know, back in the days they go to print, say like where you was at this date or this time. They don't gotta do that no more.
Right.
Get a warrant, confiscate your phone, boom. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly where you was at, what time you was there, all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
times are changing, bro.
That's
And they getting like, they should understand like it's no point in doing stuff like that, especially when you get caught up so quick, so fast. And like you could just get away with nothing.
For real.
Not even with a mask, no gloves, it don't even matter. Technology a mug now. Different.
You gotta be damn near an assassin. Well, you know,
Basically.
that's just crazy.
But nah, I mean, you gotta watch the energy you put out. Can't be doing that. Just going ham, talking about people dead. You know what I'm saying? Not caring about your life. Still in the same place. Going live, showing your location, dealing with people you don't know. Yeah, he didn't check off the boxes.
Yeah.
He didn't cover his stuff at all.
Let's check this
I
one
would have
out.
had the yappa or something in the front seat or something, man. You just
Yeah, I seen
how they had to shoot him up, gunplay.
Seen on Twitter. I was like, man, dude, he tried to dive over the back seat, like, you know what I mean? Got stuck in that position. It's like, damn.
Ain't the whole car. So that other person died too that was driving? If he was passenger?
If 4 people got hit, he the only one that died.
That's crazy.
That's wild. You know what I'm saying?
Did they stay like right there on location and make sure they popped them?
A dude was standing up shooting at the car while they was trying to get away. Like the car was coming at him, and the car was coming at him, and the dude was right there just chopping at them. You know what I'm saying? You know.
But knowing that you made a song about somebody dying on their birthday, you should kind of not go nowhere on your birthday. I wouldn't go nowhere on my birthday if I just.
The thing is, you're gonna slip at some point in time. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you're gonna slip.
But you already cursed yourself. Like, I would have been high alert on my birthday. Like, I made a song about this, a hit song.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
they gonna make an example of you.
I don't even get it. You know what I'm saying? Then, let me bring this one up right here real fast. Fair use.
Chat. And I want to give y'all a real quick summary, right? Boosie dismissed. So Boosie and let me see. Yeah, okay. So Boosie had gotten this federal gun charge, right? To make a long story short, Boosie goes to San Diego. Boosie goes to do a video with some guy who was offering him, I forgot if it was like 20 or 30,000. You know, Boosie's one of those rappers. When he get to the city, he'll send out a little post, or he has his man just send out a post. Street niggas who trying to get on the rap because they're trying to get out the streets, they'll be like, yo, Boosie, I got 30 grand for you. Give me a verse. Boosie will pull up on them. It don't matter who it is. Go get his money and record a verse. That's the type of rapper he is. That's how he hustles. He probably gets more off of that and doing shows like in like a local. So you don't hear Boosie selling out like 5,000 people. Boosie's kind of doing like less than 1,000, but like he's a hustler. He's going to that city trying to make sure he could get 80, 90, 100,000 out of that city by doing various things. A couple of shout outs. So you want to post on the gram? Got you. You want a verse? Got you. Like he's moving around. You want me to hop in a video? Got you. Let me do this show. He's that type of a hustler. Goes to San Diego, links with some hood niggas, some gangsters, you might say. Those guys are under federal surveillance, right? Like he just like walked into the fucking rat trap, right? And they're like, who's this guy that just pulled up? They're like, oh, it's Boosie. They run his file real quick. They realize he's a convicted felon. There's a guy who, again, you don't need to snitch on a street nigga these days. They always reserve the right to snitch on themselves. One of the guys is on Instagram Live, right? Not realizing the feds is watching them. He goes live on Instagram Live. The feds is looking through their camera and sees that Boosie has a gun on his hip. Okay, Boosie's a convicted felon. They make a traffic stop. And then they basically charge him with gun possession. He basically says, the guns ain't mine. These ain't mine. Okay. Basically said that's my security gun, right? Now, again, the cops had the feds had a pretty decent case. They're like, we get it. Your security could have weapons, but there's video proof of you having it on your waistband. Okay. And also supposedly the security took accountability for one gun at first. So there was some there was a lot of discrepancies between the statements. They thought they were going to prosecute Boosie, and then a Hail Mary happens. Like, I've never seen this before. Now, it's known, even if you don't know the law, like, if you're a felon, you can't have a gun. That's usually a special charge if you have a gun. Felon in possession of a gun, right? And he caught the charge, but it was dismissed after they brought up this other charge from a guy named Duarte, right? Stephen Shorty Duarte. And that guy somehow, convinced a circuit judge in federal court that basically his Second Amendment rights were being infringed upon, even though he was a felon. He was classified as a felon. The argument that he made was that, back in those days, what I became a felon for would have not been to the level of what it meant to be a felon then. Somehow the courts agreed with him and allowed him to basically have a gun as a felon, and also pretty much waived his charge. Boosie got off on the same thing, right? Now, this is historic. Keep in mind, most of these rappers are felons, so they technically can't have a gun. How many times have we heard rappers who get caught and get arrested get, hemmed up on some shit because they're not supposed to have a gun? So this was about to set up for a whole legal precedent that everybody was going to use Boosie's case and this Stephen Shorty case to say, check this out. If they could have a gun and they're felons, why can't I have a gun? And that was going to be something that eventually the Supreme Court would have probably have to.
All right, what you think about that?
When I do videos for artists and stuff, that's one of the things I do. I try to make sure that I keep certain things out of the way, out the way of sight, especially if it's like something incriminating. But yeah, you definitely got to make sure you check whatever you're putting out there, social media wise.
When these rappers gonna start getting real security though? Like,
yeah, that's the real problem.
Come on, man.
That's the real problem.
When these rappers gonna start getting real security? You got money for a diamond chain and Rolls Royce, big house, real estate here, rental properties, and no real security to move around with you. Like,
probably never, because rap been around for a minute.
You shouldn't even have to touch the gun if you got real security.
But you don't want to trust nobody else with your life. Maybe that's the mindset. I don't know.
So walk around with it with sticking out of your back pocket.
That would be for one. But I'm just saying, if you fighting the case already and you kind of know they own you, and as big as Boosie is, all the $1 million things that he buys, you definitely would spend that on security. I heard a Young Thug song back in the day where he was talking about how much he spends on security and protecting himself. He in jail too, so.
What are we talking about here, man? Like,
definitely get some real security.
Come on, man. Come on. Like, it don't make no sense, man. Yes.
What they hit him with? Just possession of a firearm?
Yeah, and some kind of drug charge that came behind that. So it's just like, what are we doing here, man?
Hey, man, people want to live that life, man.
If you a boss,
what kind of drugs though? Just weed, marijuana, or it don't even matter.
Let me check this out real quick.
Because all I heard was drug charge. I didn't really hear what it was.
Let me check this out. Okay. I'm gonna pull it up. All right. So Boosie facing new charges in connection to San Diego arrest. Rapper Torrance Boosie Hatch Jr. is facing new charges in connection to his arrest in San Diego last year, less than 2 weeks after a federal judge threw out the previous case against him. U.S. Attorney Tara McGrath's office filed another indictment against the 41-year-old on Friday for 2 counts of firearm possession, one involving interstate commerce as a convicted felon, and one for knowingly possessing a firearm while dealing with abuse of a controlled substance. He was previously charged with possession of a firearm as a felon in the interstate commerce, but the case was dismissed earlier this month due to a recent federal court precedent that found the law unconstitutional as it applies to those convicted of nonviolent crimes. According to the new indictment, federal prosecutors are reasserting the allegations against Hatch at the center of his previous case to seek court-mandated forfeiture of all firearms and ammunition involved in the commission of the offense. He can also face a maximum prison sentence of 10 years if convicted on the second charge of unlawful possession while dealing with a substance abuse. In a post on social media Wednesday morning, Hatch decried the new charges, saying, "I'm on vacation with my family. My lawyer called me and said this federal prosecutor had indicted me to get on the same charge. At this point, you're making it a circus." You know, now, this the thing, you know, is if you know they own you like that, it's only but so many chances you're gonna get before they really snatch you. And you know, the thing is, you got, because you know, Boosie, you know, he's fully independent, so you know, he has to, you know, put money into everything that he got going on. So he got to really hustle for it. So it's like these charges, you know, they become a thorn in your side because they're constantly draining money out of your pockets. And then before you know it, you know, you got to go lay down. Hopefully not. But if you do, your money stopped almost immediately. You know what I'm saying? So on that 41, it's like, man, you don't even want to take no L like that, bro. Like, I'm telling you know. But I hope you get all that nonsense behind him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they messing with him, but at the same time, you giving them, you know, you giving them ammunition.
Plenty ammunition. Plenty.
Yeah, you giving them ammunition.
Ain't even working for it.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing with that.
That's why when I work with artists, I try to be mindful of things not to capture.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, they don't even worry about it. They just be like, "Well, shoot it." Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't on papers. I ain't gonna get in trouble.
That joint is crazy.
But then again, you never know these days. Might try to clump you in. Got me on some gunner shit.
Telling you.
Got me on some gunner shit right now.
Like, let me see. Okay. Now I'm gonna play a little clip of this right here.
With Fargo,
your favorite guy, Gene Deal?
You can pick up the tab even when you forget your
wallet. This is a good question. Fair use to Art of Dialogue. Fair use. Shout out to Art of Dialogue.
How do you feel about the people that always say, "Why is G coming out now, but he didn't come out back then?"
Mighty, if people, which we know, a lot of them probably ain't even graduate from high school, or a lot of them, this is the only opportunity they have to say some dumb or some stupid shit that other people would hear or see. People know that I've been speaking about this since it happened. 97 to Miss Wallace, told her everything. I sat in a studio with MTV for 5 hours. I sat in the studio for VH1 for 5 hours. I did Nick Bloomfield for 3 or 4 hours. People, they let y'all know what they wanted y'all to know. I've always talked about this. I never shut up about what had happened and what went down with us. Not one time. Not one time. These people are saying that I'm just coming out with it because they just hearing it. But they don't know the truth. I went through 6 arbitration hearings, was investigated by the Inspector General. I was investigated by the Department, the Division of Parole. I was investigated by and interviewed by the FBI. When I tell you I chased the car with Tone in the car, they asked everybody there, did anybody go after the car? All the people said that Tone and Gene went after them. If I would have lied to the FBI because I had a job that was a state job, I come under a code of conduct, I would have lost my job and did 5 years in jail, just like Little Kim when she lied to the FBI by saying I didn't know D-Rock now. So when people come at you, when people come at our channels and say, I didn't do this, or why am I doing this now? They just saying some ignorant shit out their mouth. But you got to realize, Mike, what they eat don't make me shit. And because I chose to do this for Miss Jones, for Wolf, Little Wolf, D. Ferg, myself, and a lot of other people, it is what it is, brother.
All right, so what's your thoughts on that, man?
He been saying, he been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? He been on that. Y'all just kind of slow. Y'all late to the party. I mean, but I be watching Gene Deal like for a minute. I've been watching it for a minute.
This the thing with Gene Deal, right? When he first, I feel like there's a lot of truths in things that he says, right? Especially when he talks about, when he describes like what happened tonight, you know, when Big got killed and stuff like that. Like I believe that there's truth, a lot of truth to what he says, but I also believe that, you know, once he got on the internet with it and he started getting traction, I felt like he seen the lane where he can get paid, and he jumped on it. And he, you know, so some of that stuff may have holes in it too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't been working for him for over 20 years, how much more do you know without actually being in that circle? You might know people that's still around the situation, you know what I'm saying, still around Diddy or whatever, but how do you actually know what's really going on in that circle if you're so far removed? You know what I'm saying?
It's like they say back in the day, it's your truth, their truth, and the actual truth. So I mean, if you ain't there, you know that ain't all the way factual on things he's probably speaking about now about the camp. So
yeah, because
just going on secondhand information.
Some things, you know, I feel like there's truth to it, and some things I feel like it's a little cavalry up in that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go it up deep in, you know, escaping reality, like
making it, fluffing it up a little bit.
Fluffing it up, you know what I mean?
Put some fluff on that.
Put that cut up in there, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's my whole thing, like, you know. But I mean, you know, if he felt the way, you know, we in a day and age, you know, somebody could capitalize off of, you know, they struggles, they gonna capitalize. You know, my thing is just tell the truth though, because you know, you just some of that stuff sound a little over the top. You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah,
I mean, but it's up to Diddy, you know, and whoever else he's talking about to come out and, you know, set it straight. If you don't set it straight, he's just gonna keep running with it, obviously.
Yeah, because I watched the an interview with Zip's son, and you know they was talking about this $1 million check that supposedly got passed, supposedly was for Tupac demise.
I heard about that.
That story don't make sense because why would I write a check to get somebody hit? Like, that leaves a paper trail. So if now that dude cash that money out and gives it to this person, and now this guy, P.diddy, is on the stand telling everything now, then you complete the circle with the paper trail. You know what I
Well, I
mean?
thought he was supposed to be a gangster. What are you doing sitting up there talking, man? He's supposed to be a gangster, man.
Listen, this what happens in those type of situations, right? He got caught with some stuff or whatever, and he took a proffer agreement. And for that
He
proffer
didn't get
agreement,
caught, man. That man was up there talking on Vlad, bro. You tripping, man.
no,
What are
but
you
look,
talking?
he did a proffer agreement, and with that, in that agreement, he was supposed to confess to Greg Caden his role in the whole Tupac situation,
Oh
but
yeah, I remember that.
not speak on it with nobody. Once you put that truth out there, that the whole proffer agreement is off the table.
What was he thinking?
So look, let me tell you what he was thinking, right? Greg Caden took that information and made a book about the whole Tupac situation, right? He put that in his book. Now, Keefe D turns around and decides to do a book too, and implicates himself in the murder in the book, which now it takes the proffer agreement off the table because you spoke about it, and then it opens the leeway for now Las Vegas to come through and charge you, because the murder happened in Las Vegas, not Los Angeles.
Retarded.
That's what happened. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. I like Gene Deal, and what's that other lady that be talking Jaguar, right? I like her too. They be saying some stuff that makes sense sometimes.
Yeah, but the conspiracy theory thing,
I'm a conspiracy theory guy, man. I love it. I love it. It's better than Harry Potter, bro.
I need facts, man. Like, yeah, I can't do no Harry Potter shit. I need facts.
It's better than make believe, man. I love it. I can't cap. I'll sit back and watch that for hours. I don't even watch TV no more. I just turn on Jaguar. These people making up all these grand stories and sit back and eat popcorn, bro. I love it. I can't cap. That's probably why they making money off there.
Yeah.
Stories be out there, far out there.
Yeah.
She done said so much stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
But see, the thing that mess with me and make me believe it is because nobody's coming to refute it. Nobody's shooting her down except for what's that Albie Shore guy? I believe he came out and said he wasn't being, his cheeks didn't get clapped. She lying on him. He said, "I'm a whole gangster here."
Listen,
he said, "I'm a gangster, man. Don't get that New Jack City part where that guy had where Nino Brown stabbed his hand. He said, don't get that twisted, bro. I'm a whole gangster, man. Playing with the wrong guy." Yeah. Oh, that was Christopher Williams, not Albie Shore. Okay. Yeah, Christopher Williams, my bad. They kind of, two light-skinned brothers. It's all good. I got them mixed up. My bad. Albie Shore.
I think people are more in the mentality that the more that you feed into it, is the more traction you give it. Because if nobody had a reaction behind the stuff that Charleston White said, Charleston White wouldn't be where he's at right now.
But he be saying a lot of facts, bro.
All right. And the things that people didn't agree with, it made people be, vocal about it. But I think with her, the people that she's speaking about, they are not going to speak on it. Unless if they way up, their money is way up, they're not going to speak on that. And then let me tell you something too. When it comes down to defamation of character lawsuits, if what you're saying is true, a true fact that can be proven, you have no case. But if you can't prove what you're saying is as a fact, that's defamation of character. She already got sued one time, and the thing is,
I don't know about that.
Cardi B had it was Tasha K, matter of fact, not Jaguar, it was Tasha K. Tasha K got sued.
Okay.
You know,
yeah, because she just run with anything. She don't care.
Yeah. See,
True.
Cardi B had dropped I think they're two peas in the same pod, but Cardi B had dropped the lawsuit. But this the thing, right? If she really wanted to be greasy, she could have left that debt under her name, to where anytime that if you leave that judgment under her name, anytime you get some kind of money, it's gone until that judgment is paid. If she really wanted to, be greasy with it, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Which she's well within her right, because if you saying things about me that's not true, I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but it is what it is. I just don't do the rumor mill
I'm a
thing.
conspiracy baby. I'm a conspiracy theory baby, man. I love it.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
I love it. Ain't nothing better, man. Sitting back watching them just go off, man. Tell stories and tales that you ain't never gonna be able to prove. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they be too grand, man. They be going off the deep end with it sometimes. Especially with that meat stuff really got me. Cause I'm a tourist. I'm a tourist guy, man, and I be protective of my tourist fellows. Yeah. But I'm not wearing those same shirts as P.Diddy at a party, brother. I don't even know if I be there. You not finna we not wearing the same shirt.
They want to go to a Diddy party. I call BS, man.
I wouldn't need to go if I'm that huge. I mean, it's more different parties I can go to. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he invited me, if he invited me,
you got invited to that man party with all them celebrities
before all the allegations.
Yeah, I think a lot of people go even after the allegations.
Nah, I'm not going now, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you right now. Right now, I ain't going.
Man, listen, that man is innocent until proven guilty. Stop.
Cause I seen the way Stevie J moving, and I'm like, bro, that's your partner. He just.
I think people just be escaping reality, man, and just be attaching certain things just to people when it come down to like all this homosexual talk. When it come down to the LGBT and all that, with Diddy, it's like, yo, I don't see no evidence of it. I've never seen not one person come out and said, "Oh, Diddy." And who is Little Rod? I never heard of Little Rod. Like, let's be real. He talking about he was an artist, but the bad boy knock it off. I've never heard it. I've never heard it.
I mean, but he brought up a lawsuit, man. That's kind of real. That's in writing.
A lawsuit can be capped.
It can.
A civil suit can be cappery.
It can.
Look at Michael Jackson.
He was kind of weird, bro. Kind of weird to me.
Civil suits, and he had to go. His lawyers was telling him, like, man, you should go to court and put that whole joint to bed once and for all. Once you start going to court and stop paying these people off, they'll stop looking at you like a cash cow to have fake claims on. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
I mean, but just you going. I mean, there you go. It's house parties, man. You gotta quit having them house parties, man.
Listen,
you gotta quit having them house parties. Quit having people over your house, man. Stop that.
I don't think
you get rich. Stop it.
I don't think that Diddy lived any different than any other rich dude that wasn't married, that was single. Imagine being single with $1 billion, bro, or $1 billion net worth, or somewhere close to that number.
Nowadays, I probably wouldn't be in the United States. So I go somewhere it's like real good environment.
And I'm not justifying what Diddy is allegedly accused of doing, right? I don't agree with the whole Cassie thing or whatever, you know what I mean? But my thing is, a lot of people know these people in real life. They're their next door neighbors, they're their homies, you know what I mean? They're friends of a friend, they're family members that do the same exact thing. And, You ain't checking them. So what we talking about? I'm not saying excuse what he did, but if you're going to kick dirt his way, check the people around you too, because they got some stuff going on too that you
Nah, but
don't
the
address.
party aspect, I would definitely not go at this point. Knowing what I know now, like just
Listen,
if
man,
that's remotely true, I ain't going now, bro.
I
I
don't
can
know
go
if it's true or
anywhere.
not. As far as all the extent of all the allegations, I don't know if any of that stuff is true.
Right, I wouldn't even play with it. Like, if that's even remotely somewhat true, nah, I'm good.
But you
I
don't
can go
know.
to another party. I
But
don't. I ain't
you
finna
don't
walk
know.
into no unknown. I'm that type of guy. I'm not finna walk into an unknown situation
Let me
if
tell
it
you
has an allegation. Like if they told me this guy was snitching, it's been plenty of times where I was working for a customer doing this video production stuff. Over 12 years experience, probably over 12, 17, somewhere, no, 15 maybe. Anyway, and I'm working with an artist, and the streets is telling me he snitched. I quit messing with him. I have to. My reputation. I mess with certain type of customers that just wouldn't even look right. So I just cut you loose, bro. I can't do that. And I don't agree with snitching. Like,
I don't think that that would be a reason for me to stop messing with an artist, unless you're the content of what you're making is like, you thugged out, you this, that, and the third, you running the streets or whatever, and you done told on some people. Financially, that's not going to make sense for me, because now it's like you're not really, what you're saying and what you're doing is not really adding up.
well,
But
see, I mess with a lot of street artists, so I just can't be
if
caught
you
up in
really
none of that.
talented and you decide that you just want to move and get legal money, I'm not judging you based on what you done did in the street. That ain't got nothing to do with me if I'm doing legal business, bro. That's
No,
just like,
I mean, it's just me. My reputation goes a long way, and I stand with my reputation. So if an artist want to mess with me and he is of the street, he does stick by that code. I don't want him to look at me like you're putting out this guy's content and he's a whole snitch out here on the street. So that's the way I just
I don't care
always
nothing about
done
that,
business.
because when the Vlads and all them do it, people still go up there. They don't hold. See, my thing is like, I'm not gonna be held to these unrealistic expectations, man. I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? If it's okay for Vlad to interview whoever he want to interview, he don't care what their background is as far as what they did in the street, as long as I'm pretty sure if it's some heinous type of, some off the wall type of stuff, I'm pretty sure he has his picks when it comes to that. But I'm talking about just somebody who, went and told and testified on people. Listen, man, that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you got a story, you're entertaining, bring your story on here. I want to hear your story.
Yeah, and I'm not speaking on that part. It's like when I put stuff out, it's got my name on it, and that's just me as a, I guess it's just a person thing. I don't want my name attached to it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And I understand that's a street code that I don't even have to uphold because I'm not even in the street anymore.
All right. So if you don't got to uphold that, then what does it matter whether you deal with him or
Close that
not?
door. I'm on the live stream.
If he's entertaining, what does it matter? Because I'm gonna give you a prime example, right? YSL Woody, right? He's an entertaining guy, right? But they said homeboy got on the stand and he did this and did that, or whatever the case may be, right? But you think people are gonna stop booking him for interviews and shows and sit downs and all that because of what he did in the street? What he allegedly
Boy,
did?
I watched his interview. I mean, I watched his court proceedings, and he wasn't snitching. He was just saying stupid shit.
It's kind of split when it comes to that, because some people say he finessed and some people say
He did. I watched it.
because he took a deal to have full immunity, so whatever he said couldn't be used against him. So he went up there and finessed the prosecutor. You know what I mean? Now,
he did what he
know,
was supposed to
hey,
do, bro. That ain't snitching, bro. I can't.
you know,
That ain't
but
snitching. You
some
took the
people say,
stand.
well,
You
some
ain't
people say,
snitch.
well, you did a deal, you took the stand, you still talked about things. You know what I mean? You
That
know,
they
so
already knew, bro. It's like
but
I'm using
but
common sense on that. I'm
see,
talking about
I really
when
don't
I
care about
was.
the area. If he's entertaining, if listen, if he say, hey, I want to come on your platform and I want you to interview me, let's go.
Woody is cool though. What
Let's
I'm
go.
saying is, I have an artist that I was working with. He was snitching, like flat out on paperwork and just going ham. Like you snitching on people, they going to jail. Young Thug is already in jail. You got on the stand as far as Woody is concerned. He didn't even say nothing. He was basically looking at him crazy and like, what? I don't understand what you're saying. Like he had them going crazy. So it
A
was
lot
like,
of
bro, you
people
didn't
say
say nothing, bro.
a lot of people say gunner told.
That was telling.
And it didn't stop anything.
I
You
mean, to the
you
his crowd
think,
is different though.
listen, you think that if a lot of people will interview Gunner, you know what I mean?
But he ain't talking.
You know, yeah, that's
I
his
mean, he
choice.
did all the talking. He did all the talking in court. He got on the street. He wasn't do no more
But
talking.
a lot of people would, because you see, this is the thing, right? The corporate world don't give a damn about what you did in the street.
This is
You feel what I'm
correct. Yeah,
saying?
they do because they won't hire you for certain things. They care.
I mean, well, yeah,
But when it
but
comes to them making money
making
with
money,
you off of your talent, yeah, they
yeah,
gonna
they
be
don't
with
care
you.
nothing
Yeah,
about that. They don't
nah.
care about that.
But they definitely ain't finna do nothing illegal around you because they gonna be like, he finna tell.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, you know, if
Man,
you
you
get
know
them,
them execs and stuff like that be doing all kind of underhand, crazy stuff,
I don't know
man.
what they be doing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they in a legal business to where they
No, I
can
mean
be.
just from what I've heard, they be doing crazy stuff.
Yeah,
So
you know, I mean, okay,
they
if
probably
you
wouldn't
doing
do
that,
that around them.
around that, whatever the case may be, or you know, whatever. If you got that going on, but if you're not doing anything illegal, I don't think it should matter what who they told on when it comes to if they're entertaining, they have a redeemable value about themselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, if
But
you're
me,
doing
as
legal,
far as my production, I'm not messing with no
no, I
snitches. As
get it. You
far as
know,
like,
you know,
I'm talking about when I mean, it just don't make sense for me to film you talking like you gangster, but you really, I know you snitch.
you see,
I
I
know
see
you working.
my thing is, I would want you to be a little transparent when it comes to that. Like if, like, if, like, say for instance, the music that Gunna makes right now, I don't think it's
It
relevant to
don't
any
nah.
street stuff. You know what I'm
Nah, ain't
saying?
got nothing to do with no. Well, some of it because he still talking about shooters and all. Bro, stop. Quit.
Yeah, but
Let's stop that.
if I'm pretty sure if Vlad shot if he decided he'd want to go on Vlad gonna set it up.
I mean, but he's held on a different
Adam
standard.
22 is gonna set it up. He ain't held on no.
They held on. These
If you yeah,
are Caucasian gentlemen. They're gonna be
man,
held on
yeah,
a
see,
different.
that's the thing. I don't care. I think everybody needs to feel like that if they doing legal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because
But me and Vlad and Adam, that's two totally different platforms.
if
I push artists from a street level to people that's in the street most.
see this the thing, if you found out that the owner of your company was a federal informant, are you still gonna work for him?
If I found out the owner of, like, in what capacity though? Like what am I? Just a worker or just with
You
them,
work
a
for him.
co-CEO?
No, you work for him.
I work for him. I mean, I'm not putting
You
you
get
out.
paid a
I'm
pretty,
not standing behind you.
you get paid a pretty penny. What you mean standing behind him? Standing behind him how? You're working for him.
No, I'm just saying people that I do music videos for, I'm with you in this grind. I'm putting you on my platform. Now, if it was just me not putting my name on it, doing my job, giving it to you, I mean, of course, I could do that. That would be the
I was
equivalent of me working for a CEO that does what he does, and I'm just working, get my money.
all I'm saying is this, right? Don't shortchange yourself trying to hold yourself to unrealistic expectations that ain't gonna get you paid. You know what I'm
No, I'm
saying?
just saying, me personally, I
But you
can't
can
really
be in
just
that way.
rock with a.
I can understand if you 1 foot in the street, 1 foot in, you know what I'm saying? And then
But I don't know if I ever would have to go back, bro. I don't know.
no, but if you sat somebody down and you did a video for them or whatever the case, you did a video for them. You did a video.
But I'm saying, but I'm just saying, willingly knowing that you're a police officer
Listen, man,
working
that
for the
ain't nothing to
popo.
do with me. You got the money? You got that bread? All right, so come on, let's do this video.
Like, if I had to
And
do a video for 6ix9ine, I would
video.
probably turn it down, bro.
Look, I shoot the video. I send it to 6ix9ine is reckless. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Like when you haven't moved on from that,
right?
You're still out here being reckless, and not only putting yourself in danger, but putting people that could be
Other
possibly
people,
doing business with you in danger. You're being
right?
reckless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I would
Like Gunna, I wouldn't work with Gunna until he cleared that up with us.
I would interview 6ix9ine too, because you know what I want to know is, do you think that from all that transpired, was it worth it?
That's
You know
different.
what I mean? I got
People can separate you. Yeah, people can separate you from an interviewer compared to a person that's actually working. Like, you paid me to work for you. You didn't pay him. He didn't pay you to work for him. You doing an interview. That's different to me. To me, that's different.
I mean, I don't see the difference. Business is business.
No, I'm just saying because I gotta put when I do my work, I have to put my name on it.
All right, but look at this, right? Yeah, I read in the newspaper years ago, right? That allegedly, the lady that's over Rock Nation, she's the president of Rock Nation, was, she was talking. She got paperwork on it, right? Now, people say, Jay, you standing next to that, this, that, and the third. But
Jay ain't saying nothing though.
She's good at what she does. She's good at being the president for my company that's going to bring in millions of dollars a year. She's
But I'm
going to
just
get
saying, Jay ain't saying nothing. He let that go up under the, he let that disappear. Ain't nobody remembering that.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not letting that step in front of my legitimate business. I'm not doing any illegal business to be worried about that. You know what I'm saying? So if she fits the position and she's valuable, she has value in her, I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to work with that.
All right.
You don't know who you're dealing with in this world when you get in this legal world. You don't know what they did. Tim Allen, told on people from Home Improvement.
Right.
You think them that signed them on the Fox and all that, you think they really cared about what? No.
Them got different standards though. They got different standards, but at the same time, you're an actor, and they didn't even put none of his business out there about his past life, about nothing anyway.
All I say is, man, don't shoot yourself in the foot trying to hold yourself to unrealistic expectations, man.
I mean, it's just some things I'm gonna stand on.
Dangerous situation. Now, if it's a dangerous situation that's threatening your safety or something like that, then I don't suggest you mess with that. But if it ain't a dangerous situation, if it ain't,
that's what can be kind of dangerous. If I'm working with you, you're a well-known snitch, and people are looking for you, or people after you, or anything. I don't know if they're after you or not. It put me in a lot of different complications.
Like, what's really going on? But I mean, I wouldn't interview him in his hood You know what I'm
People can
saying?
show up, but see, I have
I
to
want
go
to get
to the set.
that.
I have to pull up. But that's what I'm saying. I have to pull up on set. I gotta pull up on set. I gotta be around you because I gotta capture the intimate moments and I gotta capture the moments that we're gonna be, I gotta capture the B-roll and I gotta capture the real stuff that we shooting and putting inside of this video. So it's like I'm around you all the time. So that's another reason why it's dangerous. If I'm gonna mess with somebody and they got this dirt on their name and it's shaky. You know what I'm saying? I can't really stand on it like that. So that's another reason why I kind of in my field what I do not be around it. You feel me? But if I'm just doing an interview and you just talking about what you did, I'm not around you like that. I can do that. I can do that. But me being around you and putting this stuff together and because video making, the art of video making is very intimate. You gotta be there. Got to be on set, on location. And who's to say somebody pop up, do a drive by, and try to do a folio or something? Man, I ain't trying to be around that, bro. No, sir.
Yeah.
But as far as like trying to uphold the street code, it's not that deep, but it's more or less like you could put me in danger. Like when I was on set this past weekend shooting a video, and it was a guy there. He said he got shot. He got shot at because he had a stick with him. I'm like, what you got that for, bro? Because he had been shot at. So I'm not taking no pictures with you, bro. I'm not doing none of that, bro. I don't know. I go back to my city and somebody try to hit me up. Hey, when you in that? Nah, bro. Nah, man.
You gotta be strategic how you move, man.
Yeah, but it's also the people that you associate with. And see, if I'm up here putting out pictures and stuff like that, and they know that's you, and then bam, now they see me, and I'm becoming, people know me in my city and stuff like that. Oh, you mess with Youngin? Oh yeah, pop, pop, pop. Nah, bro. He said he was just taking the trash out. So me, I'm walking to a establishment with my woman or something, going to get something to eat. Oh, that's that. Yeah, that's young Rare. That's Rare God. He be shooting videos. He had old boy. We tried to smoke last time. We gonna pop him. We gonna pop you. You know how they think now, bro. Come on, man. It's 2024.
Definitely gotta be smart.
So I didn't stand by him and take no pictures. I didn't hop in no video. All I did, I'm just producing the video right now as we speak. I'm producing the video. He in it. But you don't see me in it. Yeah, you see my company name, but you can't say he rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that. You can just say he was in that video. But you can't say, I'm gonna associate this guy with that guy. Nah, you can't do that. I mean, but people will or people can, but nah, I'm not taking no pictures with you. You just told me you got shot at taking your trash out. No. No, sir. I've been around long enough to know. No.
Yeah. But yeah, we pushing up on the hour mark. I'm just going over a few topics, current events. We're gonna wrap this joint up. Try and make it a smooth first episode, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Last 2 days you want to laugh at me because I had crashed out, man. Y'all, if y'all out there listening, man, don't mess with caffeine like that, man. Leave them Red Bulls alone.
Yeah.
If you anything, drink you some coffee, get you some sleep, man. I was really messed up in a bad way.
Yeah.
Know what I did wrong.
Hold on.
Well, who called you at 11? I'm trying to get in touch with you at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 12 where you at. Almost 1. 12:30, ain't it?
Yeah, no, 11:27.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I'm in Atlanta, so yeah, we on the same type of time right now. Okay.
Definitely. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap this joint up, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some more content for y'all, A lot of little things. It's gonna be a nice little gumbo.
You know what? You know what? This is pretty cool. I like the setup. I like the bringing in the videos, chilling, and then talking about the topic. That's pretty cool. I ain't really seen too much of that.
Shout out to my dog, God Wrath. You know what I mean?
Already, man. Out here holding it down.
Yeah, we doing what it do, man. You know what I'm saying? To the next
Already.
Peace.
What's up? Already.